Sometimes the world's heroes don't come with capes or weapons, but with microscopes and curiosity. One such scientist from Mexico opened the world's eyes to the dangers of man-made chemicals that were eroding the Earth's protective ozone layer. Together with his team, he proved that science can be a shield that protects life. His research not only changed global policy, but also saved future generations from an invisible threat. He is living proof that when guided by conscience, science can save the world. As the world began to realize that the blue skies we enjoy and the fresh air we breathe could be altered by human activity, someone emerged as a global environmental savior. A visionary figure, he not only uncovered the hidden dangers of man-made chemicals but also changed the course of global policy. As one of the scientists who identified the main cause of the ozone hole, his contributions to science not only transformed the field but also helped save the planet from an ecological catastrophe. Mario José Molina Pascual Enrique was born on March 19, 1943, in Mexico City, Mexico. He came from a well-educated family. His father was a prominent doctor. From an early age, Mario showed a strong interest in science. He even turned his bathroom into a small laboratory, where he played with chemicals and conducted experiments. He earned his undergraduate degree in chemical engineering from the National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, then pursued graduate studies in Germany at the University of Freiburg. However, the pinnacle of his education came when he obtained a PhD from the University of California, Berkeley, where he began delving into atmospheric chemistry. Molina began working as a postdoctoral researcher at the University of California, Ozone, under the mentorship of Sherwood Rowland. It was there that the two made a discovery that would change the world. In the early 1970s, Molina and Rowland began studying chemical compounds known as CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. CFCs were widely used in refrigerators, air conditioners, aerosol sprays, and industrial products. Initially believed to be harmless due to their stability and non-toxicity, Molina and Rowland found that when released into the atmosphere, these compounds rose to the stratosphere and were broken down by ultraviolet sunlight, releasing highly reactive chlorine atoms. These chlorine atoms then attacked and destroyed ozone, O molecules, the Earth's primary shield against harmful ultraviolet radiation. They predicted that increased use of CFCs would drastically deplete the ozone layer. This discovery was published in a scientific journal in 1974 and immediately drew attention, along with controversy. Major chemical companies denied their findings, and many questioned the accuracy of the atmospheric models Molina used. However, over time, satellite data and field observations began to confirm that an ozone hole had indeed formed over Antarctica. Molina and Rowland's findings proved to be true. Their research became the scientific foundation for the Montreal Protocol of 1987, an international agreement that mandated the gradual phase-out of CFCs and other ozone-depleting substances. The protocol is regarded as one of the most successful environmental treaties in human history. In recognition of his contributions, Mario Molina was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1995, along with Sherwood Rowland and Paul Crutzen. They were honored for their work in atmospheric chemistry, particularly concerning the formation and decomposition of ozone. For Molina, however, the Nobel Prize was only the beginning. He continued to dedicate his life to educating the public and policymakers about the importance of science in decision-making, especially regarding climate change and air pollution. After receiving the Nobel, Molina actively participated in international forums and served as an environmental advisor to both the Mexican and US governments. He also held professorships at prestigious institutions including MIT and the University of California, San Diego. He was involved in global climate change campaigns and advocated for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. He believed that environmental challenges could not be solved by scientists alone, but required global collaboration among governments, industries, and society. Molina also founded the Mario Molina Center for Strategic Studies in Energy and the Environment in Mexico. a research and advocacy center for science-based environmental policy. Mario Molina passed away on October 7, 2020, at the age of 77. The world lost one of its most passionate and outspoken protectors of the planet. However, his scientific and moral legacy lives on. The ozone layer now shows signs of recovery, thanks to the Montreal Protocol and the tireless work of scientists like Molina. His research serves as a powerful example of how honest and courageous science can change the world. Molina not only made significant contributions to science, but also demonstrated that scientists can, and should, speak out for the public good. Throughout his life, Mario Molina received numerous prestigious awards, including Nobel Prize in Chemistry, 1995, Presidential Medal of Freedom, 2013, from President Barack Obama, UN Champion of the Earth Award, membership in several scientific academies, including the National Academy of Sciences, USA, and the Pontifical Academy of Sciences. Mario Molina stands as a role model for scientists not confined to laboratories, but also engaged on the global stage to save the Earth. He taught us that the courage to speak scientific truth is the highest form of social responsibility. In his words, "Science is not finished until it's communicated." And through his life and dedication, Mario Molina delivered that message to the world that science can be a shield, a light, and a beacon of hope for the future of humanity.